A very good afternoon to all. Today we are describing our subject on computer networks, and in computer networks we have described about the OSI model in the last class, and are now we are now we are describing on its layers, each and every layers, and in each 7 layers we are having a very workable and important layer in OSI model, and it is the data link layer, which is the second layer uh, from the bottom side of OSI model. So the overview of data link layer can be considered as the data link layer transforms the physical layer and a raw transmission facility to a link responsible for node to node, that means hope to hope communication, and specific responsibilities of the data link layer includes framing, addressing, flow control, error control, and media access controls. So the data link layer can be viewed as s- in the center side of, or on the top side of the physical layer, and in the downside of the network layer. So the data link layer is in between the physical layer and the network layer, and inside that the data link layer contains the packaging, flow control of data, media access control, addressing, and error control. So it receives services from physical layer, and it gives services to network layer, and it receives services from physical layer and work on packaging, flow control, media access control, addressing and error control, and then after work it sends the services to network layer. So here from this diagram we clearly understand that it is a most workable and very useful layer in the OSI model. So after that we are having some design issues on data link layer. In this, on the first number we are having services provide to the network layer. So it describes what are the services which data link layer provides to network layer. So the network layer wants to be able to send packets to its neighbors without worrying about the details of getting it there in one piece. And then after we are having second design issue, which is framing. So framing describes about the group the physical layer bit streams into unit called frames. and frames are nothing more than packets or messages. By convention, we use the term frame when discussing the data link layer. So, hope you understood about framing. The third design issue is considered as error control. And in error control, sender checksums the frame and transmit checksum together with data. Receivers recompute the checksum and compares it with the received value. On the fourth number, we are having flow control. And flow control works with preventing a fast sender from overwhelming a slower receiver. So hope you understand about the design issues in the data link layer. Then after we are having data link layer design issues. In this, the first point describes providing a well-defined service interface to the network layer. The second point is dealing with transmission errors. Third point is regulating the flow of data so that slow receivers are not swamped by fast senders. For this, data link layer takes packet it gets from network layer and encapsulate them into frames for transmission. Each frame contains a frame header, a payload field for holding the packet, and a frame trailer. So in this diagram, we can easily understand that it's a sending machine and it's a receiving machine. So here we are having one sending machine and one receiving machine. The sending machine is having the data packet, and the data packet is uh, in the form of a frame, and a frame contains a systematic manner which is having a header part and a trailer part, and in between the header and trailer part we are having the payload field, and the payload field contains the data packet inside it. So the same type of frame is sended through the sending machine to the receiver machine, and it contains first of all the frame as usually in the same format as a header and a trailer, and in between that we are having the payload feed, and it contains the packet. So after that we are having the services provided to the network layer. So what are the services that are provided by the data link layer to the network layer? That are, the function of the data link layer is to provide service to the network layer. The principal service is transferring data from network layer on the source machine to the network layer on the destination machine. The second point of the service is the data link layer can be designed to offer various services. The actual service offered can vary from system to system. Three responsible possibilities that are commonly provided are: first, unacknowledged connection services; second, acknowledged connection services; and third is acknowledged connection oriented services. So hope you understand about the data link services and the data link layer in detail. Thank you all.